Hey guys, what's going on? It's CALLUMRFUL here, and as you can probably see, we're going to be playing some Kingdom Hearts. So I'm playing this in a sort of like a thing to build up to the third game, which is coming out later this year, hopefully, for the PlayStation 4. And I did pick up a PlayStation 4 recently. I got second son. I don't know whether or not we're going to record any of this. You may notice some texture glitches around in this game because I'm using a emulator for my computer because my PlayStation 2 unfortunately broke down. I'm hanging on to the games though, so I have Kingdom Hearts 1 and Kingdom Hearts 2 on disc. I've got that in my computer. I've got it all running nice and smooth, I think. The emulator is just a little bit glitchy, unfortunately. So we'll get into it. We'll start a new game. We'll put it onto normal feel. Doesn't matter if the vibration setting because I'm using a Logitech dual action controller which doesn't have any vibration on it, so I'll just keep that off. Yep, and we'll get into it. Now, I love this game so much because I would have played this like when I was 8 years old. Oh, it's a long time ago, and I absolutely loved it so much. And I didn't own it. I hired it from back in the day when Blockbuster was a thing. I used to hire it from there every week, and I just pay that off every week. So yeah, let's continue onwards. These cutscenes are,
I've been having these weird thoughts lately.
at the beginning and the end, are really high quality. I'll try not to speak when he's speaking, but because of new copyright stuff, I'm supposed to speak over
Like,
the bloody.
is any of this for real? Or not?
Supposed to be able to speak over the top of the cutscenes so that, you know, copyright issues aren't brought up, I guess. I don't know what it is. It's a weird thing. But yeah, as you can see, there's a lot of texture glitches on the top and the bottom of the screen at the moment. Please try to ignore those. I'll see if I can't fix those up during editing. If not, then that's gonna have to be there for a nice little distraction. I think when I first started playing this game, I would have been 7, 8 years old. Back in would have been nearly 10 years ago now. Didn't think this game was that old, but apparently it is. But yeah, I love this game so much. I used to play, you know, at school. Used to pretend to be Sora and everything. It was a bit of an addiction, but it was a fantastic game. Still is. Something you can't really grow out of, I guess. Like, it sticks with you, I suppose. I reckon, out of all the characters in this game, I'd have to say that Cloud was my favorite. And the coolest thing about him is that he was designed also off of the Vincent Valentine character. You get to see him later on if you haven't played the game. It's fantastic. There's so much variety. The Disney and Final Fantasy mixed it brilliantly. You know, they actually based Sora off of Mickey Mouse because Final Fantasy and Disney had a massive thing about having characters. Like originally Disney wanted to have Mickey Mouse play the main character. But Final Fantasy wanted one of their characters to star as the main character, so they came to Impasse and created Sora, who is a character who is mostly based off of Mickey Mouse, but built into a Final Fantasy situation. As you can see from his hair and the gloves, the red sort of one-piece shorts thing, and the big yellow shoes are all attributes of Mickey Mouse's main clothing, and it's added a couple of features like the crown necklace and the chain, the belt, and the jacket, and everything. I've just spoken throughout the entire cutscene. I'm sorry. But yeah, I'm just ranting about this game. It's just fantastic. It's just I don't know what it is. It's just so great, and it's just fantastic. I love it. Alright, you might have noticed a slight echo during that little intro section because I was fixing my microphone levels before, and I don't know what it was. Some weird glitch happened. I'm sorry. I'll see if I can get that fixed during editing. I probably can't, but maybe it's just so small and not so noticeable that it just missed it completely. So yep, the beginning right here. Just walk forward. In this game you can't skip the cutscenes. I highly doubt that I will skip cutscenes during this series though. Power sleeps within you if you give it form. it will give you strength. I'll try to watch all through the cutscenes. There are some cutscenes I just can't stand, but I'll see if I can't stand them for you guys. So this game had a R2 L2 rotational camera system, which really messed up and moved me a little bit. After playing Kingdom Hearts 2, which had the analog stick one. Now this game I always go with the sword. I always go with the sword for strength because I like to have this logic of if I kill the thing in front of me first, then I don't have to worry about defense or magic or anything. But I don't know. I think maybe we should go with something else this time around. I don't know whether I should go defense or the magic road. It really depends on what I feel like doing, I guess. Maybe we'll go with. Oh well. With the way I play, I suppose I might as well go defense, being my stronger point. I'll probably destroy away magic because I never ever use magic. Oh, damn it! I've not played this game in a while. Hang on. I guess the game just really wants me to choose something else other than defense. Power of the Guardian. Kindness to aid friends. A shield to repel all. Is this the power you seek? Ah, sure. Your path is set. Now, what will you give up in exchange? So yeah, I'll probably just give up magic because it doesn't really say you don't get it. It's more like just saying I guess like it doesn't level up as often, and it's just the power of it isn't as great as it would be if you if you're choosing it as the main or not at all. Because strength is okay because that's the basic attack. Defense is probably one of the main focuses in this game because I die often sometimes. I've played this game enough that I can figure out how not to die, but there's still points where it'll be difficult, so I guess I'll go with defense. For example, I used to die a lot in the Cerberus battle because I jumped straight from Traverse Town to the Olympus Coliseum, which you're not supposed to do. I'll try to make this game as tangible as possible because you can choose which world to go to each time. I didn't read that bit. Oh well. So you can choose. Oh, you've chosen the power of the Guardian. You've given up the power of the Mystic. Oh, I haven't really given it up. I've just sort of not reinforced it. Is this the form you choose? Yes. So I'll try to make the worlds tangible as possible because there is a story beyond going to each different world and fighting off the Heartless there. So I'll make sure that I get this storyline straight because I have to go to Alice in Wonderland. The first world is Alice in Wonderland, then I got to go to all these other worlds, and they got to be in the right order, otherwise the story is all messed up. Because I did that in my first playthrough. I completely skipped the first Alice in Wonderland level. I'll only mention the Alice in Wonderland and the Coliseum. I completely skipped over that, and then I went back to do it, and then I realized there was a major plot line lying behind that, and so I don't know. I just sort of forgot about it. This game looks so much better with the sword. This bit is the shield and the staff looks alright, I suppose, but the shield just looks weird. Okay, so let's just give me the health and mana thing. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm yawning. I got much sleep lately. Anyway, yep. So this is a shadow, I believe they're called, the basic Heartless. Right now, that'll take about 3 hits to kill. I have 100% this game recently, and also 100% the second one, but I figured might as well make a playthrough of it on YouTube just to, just why not? Experience, yep. Some enemies will leave items behind, you can pick them up, so it's like potions or synthesis items, because they have a synthesis thing in this game with the Moogles from Final Fantasy, which create things. You can create a really strong weapon called the Ultimate Weapon, which I've only ever made like once, because it's a really massive thing, because the Orichalcum to get is really rare. The second game is the same. I'm gonna say I cheated and I looked up a couple of guides, but let's face it, at 12 years old I was barely old enough to be able to, barely patient enough even to be able to go through and like look it all up and search it all properly. Oh, got a freeze happening. Whoops, daisies. Don't know what happened there. Maybe perhaps just decided it's gonna be glitchy. Oh, that's a problem. Oh, and there it goes. Okay, this bit is a bit confusing, I suppose. It's just trying to clarify what's going on. and like how the game works and everything, I suppose. So you guys will notice that I haven't uploaded in a while, since the, what was my most recent video? The Magic Challenge, yes, because I've been working on a bunch of new material for the Magic stuff, so I haven't had much time for anything else, other than that, and school, of course, so it's been kind of hectic to record. So we're in school holidays at the moment. I got back from camping a couple of days ago, so I've decided I might as well go back into recording a little bit, as much as I possibly can. See if I can get through as much of this game as possible before these holidays end. That was just telling me how to open it. So yeah, I figured I might as well share that journey with you guys while I wait for Kingdom Hearts 3 to come out. It'll probably come out way later this year, and I'll probably finish both the games by then. If that's the case, I'll try to find a way to record a couple of other games like Birth by Sleep or 352 over 2 days, 358 over 2 days. Sorry. I think I was supposed to pick that up, but I always just bash it because it's just really quick. So the right analog stick also doubles as the directional keys when you go to items down the bottom left of the commands menu. Oops. Used to playing Kingdom Hearts 2 because I played Kingdom Hearts 2 more recently, where the attack button turns into the talk or interact button and everything like that. But yeah, this will be the first game that I'll actually have played fully and entirely through on the channel, actually. Because most of the other games I've played are just like League of Legends and stuff. I haven't uploaded any of those. Right, so I'm going to talk. Right, so it basically just asks you like what kind of person you are. I don't remember this having any relevance in the story. Beyond making a cool little anecdote sort of thing for you. What's most important to you? So there's being number 1, friendship, my prized possessions. I don't remember what I always chose. I always chose like friendship or number 1. I'll go with my prized possession this time because I've never chosen that one before. Right, so you probably recognize a couple of these characters. This is Tidus from Final Fantasy 10. What are you afraid of? I think my main was being indecisive, being different, so I'll say getting old. This is Waka, I believe, also from Final Fantasy 10. I'm not sure who this character is. I think she's another Final Fantasy character. If you guys know who that is, feel free to let me know in the comments down below. Now I'm just gonna talk to Waka over here. I think that's his name. What do you want out of life? Zero size, broaden my horizons to be strong. I think I always said be strong and broaden my horizons. I'll just go broaden my horizons. I'm not sure. So it gives you this little anecdote. You like to collect neat things. You're afraid of getting old. You want to broaden your horizons. So that just tells you that what you chose. And then it'll give you a thing. Your adventure begins at midday. Keep a steady pace and you'll come through fine. So it basically just said, I don't even know what that means. Like, the game doesn't change depending on that one. But I have no idea what the relevance is. I suppose I'll look it up after this recording's finished. But it always just sort of like added a little extra thing. I didn't even know. Actually, I didn't know what it did. It was like this weird thing that really didn't make much difference when it came to the actual storyline or game. So yep. Basically just tells me how to pause the game. So this guy shows up, and basically we just got to fight some more of these shadow guys. Oh, perhaps there's another freeze up. There we go. Actually, I'm expecting a lot of those because it's an emulator and stuff, I suppose. Oh, blocked it. When you block things like that, I suppose it gives you like little experience bonus, I think, or tech points. I know what they mean. it acts as a counter as well, because if you block an attack later on, you get an ability that which lets you counter the attack after hitting him. Alright, if I remember correctly now, this is the first boss we fight. Oh no, sorry, my mistake, we've still got a lot more to do before the boss. Sorry, I got distracted. Okay, so this is like a save point. So it basically just is telling you how you can save. Just go up, save, done. Yep. So we'll do this little, make a pathway for us. So I'm looking up the relevance of the Sophie, Laka, and Tia's questions. Okay, so apparently, whatever it says is at midday or dusk or dawn, depends on how fast you level up, I guess. So it says here that if, because I chose midday, let's see. So it's a late leveling up trigger, I suppose. Sorry about that delay. We'll continue on. I think this here is the first boss. So it should be interesting. The closer you get to light, the greater your shadow becomes. But don't be afraid. It's meant to be that blurry, just by the way. And don't forget. Always go for the left hand, because that's the one he always puts on the ground most of the time. So now he'll start summoning shadows, so you might be careful of that. It's okay, because the third strike will probably take care of most of them anyway, if they get too close. I don't really bother with them that much, because they always they keep out of the way for the most part. If you want to take care of them, that's all up to you. I'm treating this like a walkthrough as opposed to just a gameplay thing. So now he'll start firing this weird missile things at me, so I'll just chill out here for a bit. So just keep attacking the hand, because it's the only thing you can do at this point. And we'll do this thing a couple more times as well. So at this point I probably want to take care of these other shadows. So yep, I've leveled up, so my strength is a lot higher now. So yeah, because I chose defense, my defense should level up more often than my strength anyway, but because there are set things that happen when you level up each time, so maybe level 2 is strength all the time, and then there'll be other attributes as you level up later on in the game. So yeah, this is the end of this little opening sequence. But don't be afraid. You hold the mightiest weapon of all. So don't forget. you are the one who will open the door. So the door is just a vague reference at this point. And we're back on an island. So this will be the island from the opening sequence.
Whoa! Give me a break, Kyrie.
Sorry, you lazy bum. I knew that I'd find you snoozing down here.
No, this huge black thing swallowed me up. I couldn't breathe, I couldn't... Ow!
Are you still dreaming?
It wasn't a dream. Or was it? I don't know. What was that place? So bizarre.
You might have been noticing a bit of some more microphone issues just then.
Say,
Because I realised I was recording on both Fraps
What was your
and
hometown like?
Audacity.
You know, where you grew up?
Because I need to edit stuff and everything's just weird and hectic. So yeah, I probably have a couple of weird
Nothing at
echoey, glitchy bits.
You ever want to go back?
Well, I'm
So you'll notice that the subtitles are a bit glitchy as well, but they're readable.
But you know, I wouldn't mind going to see it.
I'd like to see it too. Along with any other worlds out there. I want to see them all.
So what are we waiting for?
Hey! Aren't you guys forgetting about me? So, I guess I'm the only one working on the raft.
Ah!
His eyes are just so cool.
And you're just as lazy as he is.
So you noticed. Okay, we'll finish it together. I'll race you.
Huh?
What? Are you kidding?
Ready? Go!
So throughout the first part of this game, Sora and Riku are in this massive competitiveness. We have races and stuff later on, which will probably add the story. So these guys are like 15, 14 years old. I think Riku is the oldest at 16. No, Sora and Kairi are 14, Riku is 15, just so you guys are clarified on the age. Not sure how, they might be, I think they're a couple of years older in Kingdom Hearts 2 and they might even be older still in Kingdom Hearts 3. So yeah, Destiny Islands. Oh, we have a bit of a hair glitch just there. Right, so we'll talk to Kairi and she'll tell us. Oh, so yeah, I have a wooden sword now. Yep, so she wants me to find 2 logs, 1 cloth, 1 rope, and bring it back here. So that basically what these guys are doing at this point are building a raft to sail out to sea and explore. So one of the logs is here. You can collect items for the next stage now, I think. No, apparently not. You can actually fight these guys. So you can see Tidus up there swinging his sword. Sophie's down here, and you can fight her as well. And you can also fight Waka. I'll show you. Where should I show you? I'll show you Sophie because she's the easiest one to fight at this point.
Ah, the breeze feels great.
So yeah, she'll be like, want a duel? And she's just like, yep. Alright, let's go.
Don't hold back.
So her weapon's a skipping rope, which is kind of weird.
Yeah.
So with her, you want to time your attacks right so you can block. It's also the same with Tidus and Waka because a lot of this is relied on timing and blocking. You can fight them all at the same time once you beat them all, which is a massive pain because it's basically range, mid-range, and close range all at once. So you've got to be able to prioritize right. Go for in the 3 fight. I'm not going to do it this playthrough, I don't think. I'll just fight them all individually. In the 3 fight, always go for Sophie first because she's got the mid-range, and keep away from Tidus. And make sure to avoid Waka's attacks because he's the long range.
Oh, I can't believe I lost.
So yeah, you can also fight Riku, but he's really tough to beat.
Hey, what's happening, man?
So yeah,
Show me your stuff.
basically he's got to time his attacks right, which I didn't. So you can knock his balls back at him, and that'll stun him, and that'll make him miss. So that gives you some opportunity to attack. So he's leveled up because each time you do an attack like that, it blocks it. Hence why my defense just went up. That's a stronger attack, so you want to try to avoid that one. Or block it as soon as possible. So yep, I just beat him.
Oh man, that really hurt.
I don't know, these guys seem easier than last time. Oh yeah, because I was playing expert last time. I might be able to do the playthrough where I fight all three of them at the same time. In this playthrough, I'll get the rope here first. I'll talk to Tidus and fight him.
Hey, Sora, you feel lucky today? You're going down.
So he's close range with his stick there, which is, I guess, is a reference to his sword fighting in in Final Fantasy X. So he's really annoying because he moves around a lot, so you want to be able to keep a good eye on him. Every so often he'll get tired, so try to avoid his attacks, and then once that happens he'll pretty much just be open to attack. Spam like that. So he'll try to get behind you. And hit you like that. I think he's the most durable out of the three. There we go.
Oh man, I'm really off today.
Alright, now I'm sure... if I remember correctly, go for Sophie first. And just gotta be really quick around everyone here. So yeah, she's the least durable out of the three. Luckily Tidus moves around a lot, so you're able to avoid him easily. So yep, I beat her. Now I'm sure Tidus is next, because Wakka's pretty simple once you get... It's pretty easy to avoid, just keep an eye on him. Unlike what I just did just then. But Tidus is really annoying with his little, his flanking abilities. Oh, I might need to take that potion now. I was trying to avoid using the potion, because I need it later on when I fight Riku.
Here. Bring it on.
I keep messing this up. I'm not keeping my eye on Wakka is the problem. Just gonna be able to listen out for him once he does his attacks. There we go, so Wakka should be pretty simple right now. Just try to avoid that one if you can. For some reason he has invincibility frames when he does his attack. Shit. I might actually lose to Wakka. Shit. Come on!
You guys, I think we overdid it.
You kidding me? No, I'm doing that again. Actually, probably not, since I haven't got my potion. See, yeah, I would have beaten him, but for some reason when I hit the ball back, it wouldn't go towards him. Don't know what's up with that. But yeah, I'll just continue on collecting these items. It's frustrating as hell. No, there's a little log. Should have won that one. That's frustrating. So you can fight Riku. I won at this point because I want to be able to keep the score even with him, and then when I race, I'll probably be able to do it a bit easier. So there's a little cave in there, but we don't need to go in there just yet. Now, if I remember correctly, the other item, which is the cloth, is up here. There it is. Alright, so just gotta go back to Kari now. Once we do that, we can probably continue onwards with the game. Yep, so we'll just call it a day, and once we watch this cutscene, we'll be ready to move on.
So,
Yeah, some reason this
I think
cutscene's really
one's out there
glitchy.
somewhere, right?
Could be. We'll never know by staying here.
But how far could a raft take us?
Who knows? If we have to, we'll think of something else.
So, suppose you get to another world.
As far as I remember, with the emulator, this is the only cutscene that glitches out like this.
Well, I haven't really thought about it. It's just, I've always wondered why we're here, on this island. If there are any other worlds out there, why did we end up on this one? And suppose there are other worlds. Then ours is just a little piece of something much greater. So, we could have just as easily ended up somewhere else, right?
I don't know.
Exactly.
There's something in this part that's really glitching, like really slowing down the emulator, which is what I think's going on.
Find out. Just sitting here won't change a thing. It's the same old stuff. So let's go.
You've been thinking a lot lately, haven't you?
Thanks to you. If you hadn't come here, I probably would have never thought of any of this. Kari, thanks.
You're welcome.
Friend zoned.
Sora! You wanted one, didn't you?
How poof fruit?
If two people share one, their destinies become intertwined. They'll remain a part of each other's lives, no matter what. Come on, I know you want to try it.
What are you talking?
Yeah, there's something under that island, I don't know what it is, that the game just can't handle properly, with its emulator at least. Alright, so here comes the Disney cutscene, I believe. Oh, sorry, I'm just really tired.
It's nice to see you, this one. What?